Hi guys, I'm Shmi, hello and welcome back to the channel where today you join me somewhere very special. In fact, this behind me is Enzo and this is Enzo's garage, or actually Enzo's living room. Quite literally, I'm visiting a location where behind me we've got a Bugatti Veyron and a Ferrari LaFerrari in the living room. I'm at the home of Ferrari Drive, and yes, the dog is called Enzo. He is an incredible little dog, but look at this collection of cars. Look at where we are. Have you ever seen hypercars beside a piano? I'm going to show you around the cars, some more just outside, and then that absolutely stunning 599 GTO we're going to be taking out just afterwards, and I can't wait, and believe me, the sound of that is phenomenal. This is amazing. Let's have a look around. I just have to say, a major props to Enzo here. He is a very, very good boy, behaving himself in front of the cars that we've got. And like I say, literally, we are inside a living room. Veyron and LaFerrari beside a fireplace, a piano, and, well, indoors, completely indoors. I've been kindly invited down by the owners to join them for lunch and have a look at the cars today. And well, where do we start? The Bugatti Veyron, the 16.4 Veyron, the original Veyron. In fact, this is the 5th one that was made, the first of the US cars, the US spec Veyrons. You've got a tritone color scheme to it, the blue, the Bugatti blue. You've also got the much darker navy, a really dark blue, and also the navy leather for the interior as well. And then the chromed accents that you have on the car, for example, the fuel filler and the wheels now complemented by the additional finish around the fronts and the sides that have been added afterwards. Also the spoiler and these intakes that you have over the top. But the Bugatti Veyron, always such a complete icon, and that is parked here alongside the LaFerrari. LaFerrari, one of 499, or 500 including the extra one that was made, 450 of the Veyrons in total, including the various different variations they manufactured as well. LaFerrari 6.3 litre V12 hybrid Ferrari hypercar, LaFerrari the Ferrari, and here, have a look at this as well. It's actually plugged in, the wall-mounted system here for charging the hybrid system, literally mounted on the wall behind the car here inside the living room. And you might have seen these two cars actually, because I filmed a video in Car Week, or in Monterey during Car Week, where I bumped into the two, met with the owners, and that's when they invited me to join. And I tell you what, Enzo's still napping. He's a very chilled out one, just chilling there completely. So we've got the LaFerrari, we've got the Veyron. Let's come through though. This 599 GTO, have a look at the colour of it. It's called Vinaccia. It's an old Ferrari racing colour, a deep plum purple, and this car also, with this colour of wheels, the golden wheels, it is a stunning configuration. You've also got the addition of these brushed parts as well, just to finish off the look over the A-pillars to the C-pillars. But that thing looks amazing, and we're going to be hearing and going through more of that in a second. And then alongside it, the 458 Speciale A, the Speciale Aperta, one of 499 again, special limited edition Ferrari. Well, in fact, all of these are in the launch yellow, with the blue, the nut blue, and the white stripes over the top, but also with some unique touches. For example, the door mirrors, painted to match the stripe, and also the painted Scuderia shield worn on the fenders. That's quite an unusual option on that car, a special thing through TaylorMade. So that's stunning, but these two are just, well, I mean, I've not really seen this. It is a garage, the doors of course close up, but they are parked here inside the living room, where you could be chilled out. There's a TV just on the wall behind me. Enzo has his, oh, he's off. See you, Enzo. He's off outside for the time being. And then the cars. Yeah, that's unique. That is completely, I mean, you might have seen a recent video when I was in Miami and I met up with 69 Ride or Die, and we saw his Zonda R, which is the body, the carbon fiber body mounted vertically on the wall in the living room. But these are cars that are used. They've just come back from Car Week. They've been at the various events. Now they're parked up back inside the living room in this completely distinct style. What a house. This is kind of like my dream. It's so epic. It is so epic to see them like this. Now the 599 GTO actually has the 6 litre V12 like that found in the Enzo. In this car, it is 670 horsepower, 620 newton meters of torque, and believe it or not, the GTO actually went a second quicker around Ferrari's test track at Fiorano than the Enzo did. But let's take a listen now then to the sound that this is going to make when it is fired into life. So what a sound. expensive cars in the world. Followed up on the 288 GTO, another truly special Ferrari, the third trilogy completed with the 599. Only 599 units and only 125 of them actually here in the USA market. The car has a 6-speed sequential auto gearbox. But basically, in this spec, it's a stunning, stunning thing. We'll maneuver it out, take it out for a little ride, and see what this is like. Look at the colour of this in the sunshine, the deep, dark plum purple. Of course, one of my favourite colours, and especially with the contrast of the wheels. This is how the car was originally ordered, one of the original US supplied cars. But it was then painted with black wheels before the owner reverted it now to how it was originally supplied with those golden bronze ones, which contrast so well, just the sound of it as it's manoeuvring around. There were a few changes to the GTO versus the GTB, to the grills, for example, and the way they're presented and the way they look. This, just wow. All right then, let's take a seat inside the GTO. The GTO badge on the dash. This thing is very special, the white rev counter. And we're going to be enjoying that V12 in a moment as we take it out. The sound of this is pure symphony. The snap of the shifts as well. GTO, what a car. Look around the interior, completely stripped out, one of 599. There's a storage area here. All the carbon fibre, no carpets, nothing like that. Front mounted V12. Great view through the mirrors as well, the way you can see through those kind of slightly floating buttresses. Oh. Wow, this is such a special thing. That's the best thing about American stop signs, the downshifts. Love it. Well then, I'm going to have an opportunity to drive the 599 GTO. We're swapping seats, so let me head around to the other side to go take the wheel of this stunning looking thing. I'm going to show you a little bit of the driver's side of the interior. We've got all the Alcantara, we've got the Ferrari Formula One, what is it, 31 Formula One World Titles badge worn just there. This thing though is spectacular. The key goes in here, start button on the steering wheel. This was one of the first to have the Manatino, but yeah, I think we're just about ready. Let's do this. Okay then, handbrake off, still in the era of manual handbrakes, into gear, and the shift paddles are the most incredible things in this car. Just the way Ferrari do it, no one else does shift paddles like a Ferrari. And then here we go. So you have to get used to the way the throttle pedal works. It's still this automated manual, the F1 style gearbox. So that means that you have to be balanced on it. When you shift gear, for example, you want to give it a small lift. But just... yes! It's one of the best. The steering wheel feels amazing as well. Just, I don't know, this was the era I really started getting into cars. So the GTO to me has always been one of the standouts. I started my channel in 2010 when this car was actually launched, I think late in 2009 maybe, but the first cars, 2010 model years, and the snap of the downshifts. It's a heavenly symphony. There's not much that comes close to a Ferrari V12 when you let it scream. The car is firm, I'm not going to lie, the ride is very solid. The views and the roads around here though are absolutely stunning. But it's this sound. That downshift. What a view! Down towards the lake or the reservoir here. With this soundtrack. I'm just beaming right now. This car always had to be so special to wear the GTO badge, and it really is. Of course, the follow-up, it exactly as the F12 TDF, wearing another very special and significant Ferrari badge, the Tour de France. But this thing, it's the downshifts for me. How ferocious they are, how savage they are. First gear then. Okay, you have to cling on tight. And pull quick enough, that's for sure. What you have to remember with this car is that it's not small and it's not light. It's got a lot of power. I think it's almost that old school Ferrari philosophy of a lot of power, but this is the sportier version. The GTB, the 599 GTB, is the much more comfortable variant, but this is, well, all about brutish, yeah, that, and every opportunity to accelerate. It's a dramatic one. One of the craziest things about the car is, considering the size and weight, the steering and the front end turning is so Ferrari, just pinpoint precise. Oh, what a good time. What a lovely day to drive this spectacular machine. Now that has been fantastic, driving the 599 GTO, experiencing the sound of it, but of course we are now back where the cars are here. And one thing I'd like to show you quickly, before we do something really quite amusing coming in a second involving the Veyron, let me just show you here quickly. Look at these display boxes that come with some of the other cars. So this goes with the Dawn from Rolls-Royce, the lovely box that houses the key and the model. Then here for the 812 Superfast, another model in the shape of the car, and also a slot to put the key when the car is eventually delivered. Also in the collection, as you can tell, the 812 Pista Spider, TDF. Oh, look at that. Look at those cars. And in fact, look at those colours as well. But yes, like I said, we've got a little plan with this, which is going to involve getting it started up. Literally in the living room, as we carefully get it into place. Look at that, look at that view. This is very, very, very unusual. The Bugatti Veyron, literally chilling here in the living room. This is now quite literally the Bugatti Veyron in the living room. The video is playing, and yeah, it's all a little bit squeezed in, but we could come round and literally see that view. All right then, I'm gonna take a step inside here to watch TV from the Bugatti, and that's it, that's the moment. That was the Veyron you just saw. That's this car, filmed in Monterey during Car Week. And now we're sat in the Bugatti in the living room, quite literally. This is a very unusual concept, but this is happening right now. I suppose that there are worse ways to spend an afternoon than chilling here with Enzo. He's got his own bowl of popcorn as well. He's got the smaller bowl, watching the TV, watching YouTube, the video I shot with the TheStradman that literally featured these very cars. So funny. And here we are in the living room then with the Veyron. The LaFerrari is just around the corner, having been out for a drive in the 599 GTO here with Ferrari Drive. The cars of Enzo here, and yeah, I can't complain. What an afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed this video. He sounds like he's off for the moment, somewhere else to go, other things to see and do. But yes, we literally have the Bugatti Veyron here in the living room. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I've had a lot of fun. The link to Ferrari Drive's Instagram is down below if you'd like to see more pictures featuring these cars and some of the antics as well. But today, unusual things happen here in California. So thank you very much for watching. As always, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, driving the GTO, seeing the cars here in the living room. But that's it for now. I will see you again very, very soon. Cheers.